Alright mates, how's it going? In today's video, we're doing episode 12 of Lord of the Clans by Christie Golden. So let's go! It took Thrall several weeks to ascend the Ultarac Mountains. More than once he was caught off guard by a snowstorm and forced to burrow until it passed. And the further up the mountain he travelled, the slower his movements became, because it was bloody freezing. The Warsong clan had provided him with food, dried meat, but because this journey was taking so long, that ran out. So Thrall had also taken to eating leaves and tree bark. So all in all, he was having a shit time, and was understandably starting to despair. He had no idea if he was even going in the right direction, but he was determined to find the Frostwolves, or die trying. So he pushed on, putting one foot in front of the other, until eventually his body couldn't do that anymore, so he toppled over and passed out.
He's awake.
Thrall opened his eyes to see an orc child staring right at him.
Hi.
The child laughed and scurried off, and then a very old orc approached, with saggy jowls, and very milky eyes with no pupils.
Thought you were going to die, young one. Sorry to disappoint you. Our honor code obliges us to help those in need, but it's always easier if our help proves ineffective. One less mouth to feed.
Thrall was a little bit taken aback by this guy's voice and his rudeness, but chose to stay quiet.
My name is Thrall. I am a shaman of the Frostwolf, and their protector. Who, might I ask, are you?
For a brief moment, amusement rippled through Thrall. An old man, and a blind one at that. The protector of the Frostwolves. What a load of bollocks. However, as Thrall tried to sit up, he was startled to find himself slammed back down again, as if from a giant unseen hand.
I did not give you leave to rise. Answer my question, stranger. My name is Thrall. Thrall? Oh, a human word. And a word of subjugation at that. Yes, a word that means slave in their tongue. But I am a thrall no longer. I escaped their chains.
Again, Thrall tried to rise and was subsequently slammed back down again. Only this time, he saw Drekthar's gnarled old hands twitch slightly. So this was the power of shaman.
Why did our wolves find you wandering in a blizzard? It's a long story. I've got time.
Thrall laughed. He was starting to like this sassy old geezer. So he told his story. How Blackmore had found him as an infant, raised him, taught him how to fight and read. He spoke of Tarry's kindness, of the listless orcs in the camps. And finally, Thrall spoke of meeting Hellscream.
Hellscream was the one who told me the Frostwolves were my clan. He knew because of this cloth. Let me show you.
Thrall then fell silent. He couldn't show Drekthar anything. Bloke was blind.
Give it to me.
The pressure on Thrall's chest eased off, allowing him to sit up. So he quickly handed the cloth to the shaman, who took it with both hands and started fiddling about with it whilst murmuring softly to himself.
Secret is a sacred rifle. As I suspected, this is indeed the pattern of the Frostwolves, woven by the hand of your mother. We thought you dead. You know my mother, my father. Who am I? You are the only child of Duratan, our former chieftain.
A short while later, a hearty bowl of stew was provided. And I guess we're doing that thing they do in movies where people start a conversation in one room, do a bunch of stuff, and then continue the conversation in a completely different room.
Your parents are the most honoured of all the Frostwolves. They left us on a dire errand many winters past, never to return. We did not know what had happened to them until now. The fibres in the cloth told me. They were slain, and you survived.
Drekthar could sense Thrall's doubt that a blanket had spoken to him.
What was the errand that cost my parents their lives? I will tell you in time, perhaps. But now, you've put me in a difficult position, Thrall. You come during the winter, the harshest season of all. As your clan members, we must take you in, but that does not mean you will be kept warm, fed, and sheltered without recompense. I don't expect anything. I'm strong. I can work, even teach you some of the ways of humankind, so you're better prepared to fight them.
Drekthar then held up a commanding hand, silencing Thrall's eager babble, and then leaned inquisitively towards the fire, as if that was speaking to him. The shaman then looked at Thrall, and then back at the fire, and then back at Thrall, and then back at the fire.
Since your father left, I have been the leader of the Frostwolves. I accept your offer of aid to the clan, Thrall, son of Duratan, but you will have to earn your rank.
Some more time passed, with Thrall becoming well and truly settled within the Frostwolf encampment, assisting with hunts, covering refuse pits, skinning animals, all of the things. He did everything that was asked of him, without a word. One evening, he asked Drekthar about the link between wolves and orcs. He was aware of the concept of domesticating animals, but this seemed different, seemed deeper.
The wolves are not tamed, not as you understand the word. They've come to be our friends because I invited them. It's part of being a shaman. We have a bond with things that are part of the natural world, and we always work in harmony with them. It is helpful to us to have the wolves as our companions, help us hunt, keep us warm, and in return we keep them well fed, treat their injuries, ensure their cubs need not fear the mighty wind eagles. We made a similar pact with the goats, though they're not as wise as the wolves. They give us their wool and milk, and we protect them. And we protect them in return. All of these creatures are free to break the pact at any time, but in the last 30 years, none has done so.
Thrall was impressed. This shaman magic was potent indeed.
You can link with other things though, right? Other than animals? I can call the snows, the winds, the lightning. The trees bend to my will when I ask, and the rivers flow where I ask them to. But if your power is so great, then why do you continue to live in such a harsh place? If what you're saying is true, then you could turn this barren mountain into a lush garden. Food would never be difficult to come by. Your enemies would never find you. And I would violate the primary agreement with the elements, and nothing would ever respond to me again.
Drekthar's tone suggested that Thrall had caused some offence, which he most definitely felt guilty about.
Do you understand nothing? Have the humans sunk their greedy talons into you so deeply? I am granted these things because I ask for them, with respect in my heart, and I'm willing to offer something in return. I request only the bearer's needs for myself and my people, and if I ask for more, it is only because the cause is good and just. In return, I thank these powers, knowing they are borrowed only, never bought. They come to me because they choose to, not because I demand it. They are not slaves, Thrall. They are powerful entities who come of their own free will.
For the next few days, Drekthar did not speak to Thrall, so he was definitely butthurt about that previous conversation. But Thrall continued to do his jobs. However, it wasn't just Drekthar. It seemed like the whole clan was growing more distant as time passed, not closer, like had been the case with the war songs. And one evening in particular...
Slave. My name is Thrall. Thrall, slave, means the same thing. My wolf is ill. Sold its bedding. Clean it. Clean it yourself. I'm not your servant. I'm a guest. Oh, really? With a name like Slave? Here, human boy. Take it.
The young orc threw the wolf's bedding, which covered Thrall before he could react. It smelled a piss, and Thrall absolutely lost his shit. He threw the blanket down and stepped angrily towards the little knob.
I said, clean it.
Ah!
I had wondered how long it would take you. Surprised you even lasted this long. I turned on my hosts. I'm sorry. I'll leave. You will do no such thing. The first test was to see if you were too arrogant to ask to be one of us. Had you come in demanding the chieftainship as your birthright, we would have sent you away, and sent our wolves to make sure you stayed away. You needed first to be humble, before we would admit you. However, had you stayed servile for too long, had you not challenged Uthel's insults, you would not have been a true orc. I'm pleased to see that you are both humble and proud, Thrall.
Drekthar then placed his hand on Thrall's shoulder.
Both qualities are needed for one who will follow the path of the shaman.